Yeah, this is pretty much it. The score right now is 5 over TSM, and TSM beat the same rotations to really collapse around the mouse at this point. But this is where you see it. Cajun has done this rotation multiple times up to this point, and now you can actually see that LG are adapting because they know what's about to hit. So you can see, oh, I'm already setting up the rotation with Cajun, and they need that kind of adaptation when you're already down 5-0. Things have gone perfectly great for you in the first half. That shows that some things that we talked about, they're able to bring it back to all close enough around with 2 more kills. So this is the entire turning point. LG actually started adapting to what they saw happen to TS. They figured out the rotation patterns, they figured out how they could bait out several, they got people several situations to do their team leaving the TSM into their utilities too early. All that kind of stuff. But from there on out, that continued into
I really agree with you that they could see Cajun communicating. Although I think they should have won this one. It was like a 5-4. They were already at the first time. And what happened after that is very interesting. So TSM make the right thing. They wait defensively because this is what you do against a team that doesn't have like the technical background to take the spot. That reminds me of like envious, old envious and otherwise. They would just close the map and the teams go forward and lose the game. And then it was 5-1 for TSM. TSM thought maybe they figured out what we were doing, so we're going to move offensive. But what happened is that they traded kills with University a lot, even majority of those trades. They opened up the map for University, and I definitely think they kind of gifted them because University had the possibility to play 3v3 or before. And as much as Overpass is a team of 5-on-5, I definitely think it's a team because how easy it is to rotate. So I think TSM should have realized that this match should not have been lost, and they should just wait for University to rush on their defense. They changed. That's what we got 90. They changed and they got destroyed. That's the thing I was saying. The tendency of TSM is they want the answer. They think they figured out what I'm just going to keep playing my game in the back of the game, right? Whatever hard counting those. And the famous thing about it is throwing it and it works really, really well. Like an absolute idiot. The other guy's holding the back and don't laugh. Oh, yeah, that's when you're having it. What's funny is that it's a 12 point because others are on it. Just do a pushing up the banana and the rest of the guys. Okay, first time they came in, this great control. This is the same. The guys that were coming in, this is the right one. The one that does actually come down from TSM. Actually, the guys really good things. This is what I'm doing. Yeah, this is actually the velocity source. This is a strategy that is used for all of them. You can see here the device is hitting the box and this goes to the and that creates a massive it's all around so TSM get those and all the field where it's supposed to be because that Luminosity doesn't have to go as far into the side to actually find isolated kills. They don't have to be creative with Classifier in you guys in TSM. If the guys who just came away initially looked like a rubber ball, which was massive overreaction. TSM was so good, they were like, we're going to get them in this time. So we started capturing them all into the and then she went down. I mean, if you're taking the hell of the TSM, you trust to go into it when you balance. They didn't use the multiple strength and the flashes. You can really spike through the end of the situation. They were always like, so worried all of a sudden. They wanted like, gas off the whole thing. And this is when the team began, because actually, you guys were not emotional on all of them. It seemed like you should play like, okay, you got, yes, that's what I wanted, now we got to play this. And we're kind of panic with a couple of the line. I mean, this one is when they walk in the site, they would watch this. Yeah, and it's still the kills for that.
10 seconds remaining.
There you can see the fade. The guy doesn't even get the trade. It's giving us the same thing to actually phase the crash. The stage to go like through. Then the occasion was flashed that should have happened. And fair at this position should give one kill. Maximum. The second guy is flashed. The reason for that. And they end up winning the real that should done.
I mean, I guess one thing I do want to discuss is we talk about it breaking generally is how about 12 different was just like you said, Carrigan has to do some regular after trying to do. But I think for a team there, someone has to be a guy who can beat them. Big chief.
Carrigan is playing kind of a close to my role. He's not. When you talk to him, that's the one. He never says anything interesting. I don't he never try out. That's not what he did with it. Yeah.
Round after round after round. Well, it's just it's going to be this long, John. Without any further ado, I'd like to call it current finals. Crazy happenings. Stories that will be told in here. Anyway, when we get back to build up the final, which is going to be, I think versus luminosity round of 16-0 from day one. How much different will it be? We'll find out after the break.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Prepare for battle.
Here we go, potentially the final game of the tournament. OG looking for match point. They're 2-0 up at the moment against Empire. They're bringing out the no-tail Meepo. Andy, there's a bit of confidence with that pick, but it paid off yesterday. And as they were saying on the panel, Empire with not too many ways to deal with it.
Well, they do have Ember Spirit, which I guess arguably is one of the best heroes in the game at killing Meepo, but
You've got to get a decent timing though on the back of the farm, surely.
Yeah, you definitely need some good farm. The other thing is, OG had to know it was coming, because they picked it as 4th pick, so as Cinderin said on the panel, they probably just assumed it was going to be banned as 5th ban, and they knew that it was going to be Ember. So they come into this prepared, regardless.
OG at the moment, looking to try and take both runes. They're going to be able to get top quick enough? No, Resolution will be able to find that. Moon will grab himself the bottom bounty. And they have got a bit of action going on here. Miracle's there as well. They're going with the snowball. They've got a rocket barrage to change. Will hold them back here. Now, looks like it's going to be enough to keep Resolution safe, and OG won't be able to pursue any deeper. Already a bit of action kicking off, and we'll start to see the lanes settle up. Now, looks like it will be Resolution going up against No-Tail in the mid lane, so this Ember versus Meepo matchup. No-Tail will have some backup from crit potential on his tusk, so could be a bit tricky here for Resolution.
Even in a 1v1, I think Ember loses this matchup pretty hard, especially once the Meepo gets level 3. You have 2 points and a poof if you want to go that build with 1 extra Meepo. You can eat Flame Guard instantly. Ember can never go on you in the early game. It's as you said, you actually need 1 or 2 items before your hero actually becomes a counter to the hero.
I saw Funning there. They went for a little bit of a wander into the dire jungle looking for a creep to eat. Did manage to get the War Stomp ability. But of course Fly was there with the rotation to harass him back out on the Wyvern. Resolution moving in with a Flame Guard. And Resolution will have no fear, in fact, hanging around as well. Has that point in Chilling Touch. We'll see if he's actually able to do anything. No-Tail finding the farm absolutely AOK at the moment, 4 for 2. And this bottom lane, so Silent on his Queen of Pain. And it will be Moon on that Shaker. I mean, this lane, do you expect Moon to find a lot?
Well, I mean, Queen versus any melee is going to be a struggle. But at the same time, he has a lot of clarities, mana regen going for him. He can block the lane, get some EXP. And I think that's all OG really need from him in this situation. Just get some experience, maybe throw a fissure or two. Middle lane.
Lane, No-Tail. He's moving into Resolution. It's not going to be quite enough, even with the snowball from crit.
He didn't have mana for the second net on his other Meepo, so Resolution is able to walk that one off. Next time, he might not be so lucky.
Top lane, Fly barely getting himself out of there. Arctic Burn to get himself over the tree line as both the Doom and the AA did start to move in. Looks like No Fear's going to hang around here a little bit, trying to slow down Miracle's farm, but Miracle already 13 for 5 in terms of CS on this Gyrocopter. Pretty much having a perfect start with regards to the CS.
OG looking pretty solid here in the early game so far. Resolution's actually not doing too bad in terms of CS. I just kind of feel that OG can kill him before 6 very easily. Even in a 1 versus 1, if he's not careful, use his Flame Guard at an inopportune time, No-Tail can abuse that and just solo kill him more or less. So Resolution's going to have a really rough early game here. And he's going to need Silence at TP once he gets 6. I think that's what Empire are looking for. Hit that early level 6 timing, get Doom, get the Sonic Wave on the Queen of Pain, and just try to kill the Meepo.
No, at the moment, no one looking to be in too much of harm's way. Bottom lane, Moon has found himself level 3 and now mid lane going in. Onto Resolution with the poops again. Resolution just playing it safe. He's got that poor man's shield and now the bottle does come out as well. So Resolution going to feel a little bit safer in the lane and As you said, he's finding the CS. Oh, the net's going out okay with the snowball. Used the slight very nicely to dodge some of the damage, but it's not enough, and NoTail gets his first blood with the meepo.
This matchup is so hard for Ember's Spirit. Like, it may be one of the harder matchups that he's ever going to have. I mean, some range heroes can harass you as Ember, but Meepo can actually just kill you. Sure, the Tusk Snowball came in, but even dodging a lot of the poof damage with the Sleight of Fist still wasn't enough to keep him alive. Just shows how lopsided this really is.
No, we're going to see if maybe Tusk can set something up here. We'll get a telekinesis onto one of the meepos here, and with Resolution as well. And they find themselves this kill. The chains come out. NoTail with the poof gets himself back out, back to base. NoTail proving to be an issue already for Empire.
And the thing about Meepo as well is he has very little downtime in lane. So, okay.
Oh, is he going to be able to just turn this back around? My god, NoTail, please have some goddamn mercy. Resolution getting forced back again. He's not going to go down this time. But, yeah, this man knows what he's doing on this hero.
Yeah, pretty good Meepo player, I heard.
Yeah, and, okay, Funnick trying to go for some action onto Fly. Fly's going to cold embrace himself. NoTail, he's got a net here in 2 seconds. The shards are out. Funnick is trapped here in the igloo. There's your boost from NoTail. Funnick falling low. Should drop his snowball to the face to finish him off. Another kill here for the side of OG. And NoTail finding himself involved in the action left, right, and center.
This is really rough for Empire. The Silent needs to be the one to bring him back into the game at this point. I don't really think with the start that the Doom has had, he's going to be able to do enough. He's only level 3 right now. He needs level 6 before he's really going to be able to do anything at all. Silent needs to get 6, teleport to a lane, and they need to kill somebody.
I certainly need to do something at this point. As OG sitting in a very comfortable position. Miracle having no issues whatsoever on this top lane. Level 6 now. And still seeing pretty much even with the CS here of this Silent Queen of Pain. As you said, with that level 6, he has just he's got to be absolutely on top of coming into these fights when OG try and force him at the tier 1s. And I'd imagine, you know, going from how well OG have played, they'll be ready to play around the Sonic Wave and be very aware when the Queen might be turning up to the fights.
Yeah, it's as Peter said in the draft, the Queen of Pain is not typically seen as a great hero against Meepo because you're basically doing spread damage. And spread damage against Meepo is not always what you want. You either want AoE disable or you want high single target damage so you can blow the Meepo up. That's why OG last banned Lina. Because the new Resolution likes to go back to that hero when you want to kill somebody like they did in game 1 against the Husker. So they just set NoTail up for a really nice game. If they don't try to kill the Meepo now, he will eventually get to a point where he is so tanky that the Queen will become pretty useless against it, and they're going to need to hope that Resolution somehow has farm, even though his laning phase is going pretty poor right now.
NoTail. He's going to find Funnick. He's going to go for this. Well, the Scorched Turf is out here, so I don't know if he can't quite go for this one. The regen too much for him to deal with at this point. So we'll walk himself away from Funnick. Mid lane Empire, maybe wanting trying to go in on to Grit. They do have Silent there with a haste rune, but not quite finding the opening that he was hoping for. And a rotation wasted there by Empire.
They do buy a little bit of space, I guess, for Funnick to start recovering his lane. He's now halfway to level 5, so he's getting there. It's just Empire, the longer they wait to do something...
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
here we go. Let's add another one to the tally, he says. The net's out, onto Aloha Dance. Rubik tries to run, there's a snowball there, and another kill for OG. 4-0 at the moment, and Empire not showing too many signs of life at this point.
It's got to be a rotation from the Queen. I mean, that's really all you can look to at this point. The supports are not built to deal with Meepo. Like AA Rubik, not great. The AA ult is okay, actually, once you get to mid-game, but as far as killing him at this point, there's really only 1 or 2 heroes who can actually do it on the side of Empire, and they both need to be in the same spot at the same time and hope that they can kill. But the Meepo is not even showing. He's just farming the woods right now because he realizes that if they just get the Tusk levels and Meepo can clear out the woods on his own, they're playing a more efficient game right now than Empire can, like, no matter what.
Mid lane Silence coming again. They really want to try and fight through. Resolution moves forward, gets the change. They do have a Sonic Wave, but they're not going to use it yet. The snowball will be there. Silent holding on to it. Now surely he'll let it fly. He needs to get this kill with the right clicks and the Shadow Strike. It will be enough though. They don't need the Sonic Wave, and Empire do get themselves a kill on the ball. Oh, Okay, no tell. He's not happy with that, and he wants to clean up. He's going on to Resolution. There's no mana here to Remnant out, and Resolution will go down. No tail gets the kill. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Miracle playing fancy footwork around the trees, looking for a low hard dance. They'll get that one as well. So they may lose crit on the mid lane, but OG quick to pick it back up and get 2 kills back in response.
Yeah, more than worth it at this stage in the game. OG just firing on all cylinders. 8 minutes in, it's really weird to see games. Oh, silent. Oh, silent.
Oh.
Okay.
Woo.
It is really, really unfortunate
All
that
right.
just happened. Because he is like the shining hope of the team right now, you know? He's got the highest CS, he had the easiest lane. We're looking at this guy to have some big plays, and he just casually walks into death.
Well, it's, I mean, there's still potential, and well, Resolution's going to try and use the most of it, moving in onto Crit. Crit does have a snowball, though, so this is going to be hard for Resolution to dive, even with the backup. Can't quite go for it. Resolution out of mana. Will have to bottle himself up. Phonic nearly has found that level 6 here on the Doom. Fly himself, though, on the Wyvern, soaking up the solo safe lane XP. He's going to have that Winter's Curse online very shortly. A Miracle. Okay, no fear. Oh, they walked into that. They walked into that. Double kill for Grit. And just another couple more kills for OG. Nothing really here to see.
Walking around corners and walking up hills, not safe right now if you're Empire. That's what we've learned in the last couple of minutes. Still seems very difficult for them to really do much of anything at this point. And the 2 supports on Empire, this is a combination that pretty much has to stick together. So if the Rubik and the A separate and you don't have another fighting support on your team, then the heroes are pretty lackluster when they're on their own. So for now, Empire just trying to make sure that Aloha Dance and No Fear can stay together to try to get a kill, and every time they move around, it just doesn't really seem to work out for them.
Well, mid lane with the change again. Carnage turns around. Crit gets the punch off. Resolution, he's slowed up here, taking a fair bit of damage here from the tower. Crit can't quite get the move in. They've got the Fisher though. And here comes Meepo.
Oh.
No tail with the nets on point. Resolution does have the mana to zoom out. We'll throw a Remnant back, so Resolution does get himself away. Silent comes in, there's a Doom dropped onto Moon. Moon's starting to run. Silent's actually... Oh, did he blink into this? He did! He blinked straight into this one, and no tail. He picks up the kill. Killing spree for the Meepo. They did end up losing Tusk. And the Cold Embrace now keeping Moon alive. Phonic can't find that kill, even with the Doom. Phonic's going to drop as well here. It's almost only going to be another kill here for No-Tail on his Meepo, as they chase Phonic up to the high ground. He can run, he certainly can't hide. This time the net off point. This one's going to be absolutely bang on, and it's a dominating streak for No-Tail. 4 kills, 2 assists, hasn't died at all. Resolution trying to look for some positive action for Empire. Going in onto Fly, there will be a TP coming through, and No-Tail as well. Resolution, you got to get yourself out. Will be able to Remnant himself, dodging the Fisher. And he'll be able to live, but 11 for 2, 11 minutes in. Pretty much reminiscence of what we saw in Game 2, Andy.
Yeah, I'm really wondering, in this game, I guess Silent doesn't play Ember, or maybe he's not really familiar with it, because I'm looking at the matchup, and you kind of have to know that Meepo is going mid, right? So if the Meepo is going mid and you know that, the Ember can't win that lane. So I wonder if it would have been better to just put Resolution bottom and just have Silent farm it instead, because at the very least, the Queen's not going to die. Whereas Resolution has had a really hard time actually keeping himself alive prior to being level 6, so kind of wondering if in hindsight if Empire might have been better off doing that.
I mean, No-Tail. 500 gold away from that Acronyms. It's closing in on what's going to be a 12-13 minute sags here for the Meepo. Now, Grip being chased down by Phonic. Phonic has got to Doom here in 5 seconds. Maybe they can use it to commit. Resolution coming through as well. Arctic Burn slow from Fly, now being laid down onto Phonic, forcing Empire back over to their side of the map. There's shards, they'll force him to go elsewhere. He'll drop the Doom on Miracle, but Miracle's already got the Rocket Barrage. The net is down to Phonic. They're going to kill us a nice Sonic Wave though, and now maybe the cleanup. They found Miracle as well this time. It's a decent trade, or is it? Meepo's coming in, the Echo Slam onto 2. Double kill for No-Tail. Aloha Dance in the middle of all the Red Spirit coming through with the push. They do kill Meepo. Big kills here for the side of Empire. Moon, he's got a Fisher. There we have it. And a shot. That'll do. Double kill. And he'll go for the TP out. Chains have already been used. Nowhere to cancel this one. So, Empire do still have a painful fight.
It was still
this time they bring some of OG down with them.
It was by far the best engagement they've had all game. I mean, if you just look at the experience and gold that was exchanged, they come out ahead around 2,000 gold and at least 2,000 experience on top of it. So.
Let's have a look here, Andy. Brought to us by the Score Esports. Where does it all go right for Empire?
Well, they get a really, really nice doom off on a Miracle, and they're just so grouped up right now that when Silent blinks in, just throws out that Sonic Wave, 2 heroes are pretty much dead to rights. The Tusk didn't even get to punch anyone during this engagement, and even though we saw Moon get a really nice Echo and a Fissure Block down there, we can see Aloha Dance coming in at the very end, and there just wasn't enough damage, as I think he actually also had Stolen Boot during that fight. So dealing a little bit extra damage. Courier Snipe in the meantime, as Aghanims is now done on this
13-minute Aghanims. And, okay. Bit of a misplay there from the side of OG, as Resolution is able to juke out all of that.
I think he actually meant to do that. He just meant to do it sooner. Because if you think about it, if you're far enough away, you want to try to curse something that's in range of the hero right away, and middle lane, no fear.
Yeah, worth noting as well. I mean, Moon's got a Blink Dagger. This is, okay.
He bought it after the last fight when he was TPing away.
Okay, Resolution trying for something Silent coming in as well. No-Tail looking for the nets. Funnick will drop the Doom, but Funnick might get dropped himself. No, they might find the kill on Miracle. Their Miracle's been doomed up. They'll find the Gyro kill. Resolution out on a killing spree. Wars punch onto Funnick. Funnick's still alive, but with the Scorched Regen, the Snowball will finish him off. 3 for 2 at the moment. No-Tail's ready to come in for the cleanup. The nets come out. They'll be on to Resolution. Resolution gets himself a double kill, but now No-Tail turns up, looking to control the Ember. He will be able to remnant himself out. The second net flying through for No-Tail. Onto Aloha does. He gets out the Faybolt. Doesn't matter though. No-Tail picks up the kill onto the Rubik. Double kill for the Meepo. And again, Empire finding a trade that isn't absolutely absolutely horrible.
The one thing that's a little bit concerning is even though they're having decent trades, we might find Moon. Nice blink. Okay. He's gonna get himself out, but in regards to the trade, the scary thing for Empire is that the Meepo's living through the fights. So he just finishes Aghanims, it feels like, and he's already up to 2100 gold. So No-Tail living through the fights, that is probably the worst thing for Empire right now. But Resolution, he's made a decent recovery.
Oh, Silent. Oh.
Goodbye.
Oh.
That Echo.
Moon Meander. I mean, 4 kills, 5 assists. This man, we saw it at the Major, some of his performances on the Shaker, and this game's not going to be an exception. It's going to be a bit of a repeat for anyone who missed a bit of the shaking action in Frankfurt. And No-Tail, he's looking for more with this Meepo, closing in around the back of the mid lane. Nearly level 15 here.
He's got
15
blink too, man. This is insane. 122 CS, 15 minutes. I mean, this is just Meepo things. Having this kind of net worth in a 15-minute game, 9k.
And maybe an Aegis as well.
I think Empire are onto this. This could be a little bit of a risk from OG, actually.
Silent has got the Sonic Wave back online.
There's no Echo, and they actually are going to scout it with the A Blaster.
Needs to get themselves right there, yeah. A Blaster onto Meepo. Aloha Dance, stepping over. Still being a little bit timid here. Funnick has got the Doom. Now Fly, he's got the Winter's Curse, there we go. Laid down to Funnick, the call down as well. No-Tail moving in, they found 1, they found 2, they found 3. Double kill for Miracle, and now there's the Sonic Wave, but he gets duped. No, in fact, most of the damage does go for onto No-Tail. No-Tail will drop it, they get the big kill onto the Meepo, but Silent's gonna pay, and it looks like Resolution may do as well. He's got a remnant again in a few seconds, but Blink Fort from Moon. The control is there, Resolution falls, ultra kill for Miracle, and this time, OG only let the Meepo go down in return.
Oh, that fight kicked off perfectly for OG. They get a curse onto the Doom. He doesn't even get his ultimate off before he goes down. The call down hits on 3 as soon as the curse pretty much ends. That was like perfect execution all around. Like without even having an Echo at their disposal, they still managed to take that fight handedly. Just OG continuing to show once again why they won the Major here and could possibly not even drop a single game in the LAN finals of the ASUS ROG DreamLeague.
Incredibly impressive stuff from them all around, but Empire, they won't be going down without putting up a fight, and they've certainly been doing that so far. But the farm for the side of OG is really getting out of control. 10k net worth lead at the moment. Top 3 on the board, all over on the side of OG. It's getting better and better for them here. I mean, what is the plan here for Empire? What do they do when they're forced into this position?
Well, I guess the one thing that you can look to is Resolution almost having his Battle Fury. Considering the lane that he had.
Okay, Ice Blast flows through, but the Snowball dodge is there. Moon gets the Fissure onto 2, Miracle. He is around, a little bit low on the mana front. Empire. Okay, there's your cooldown. And Loradon's has got to get himself out. He's not going to be able to. Rocket Barrage is there. Miracle finds himself another kill. Change from Resolution, but there's the Blink Port from Moon. There'll be the Remnant out from Miracle. Is able to dodge that initial Aftershock stun. There's a mech done now for crit on his Tusk. On top of the Arcanes and on top of the Earnest Shadows. And they'll look to take this tier 1 in the mid lane. Empire won't be wanting to do anything about this. And Notel, he's just found Silent here with the net. The follow-up net will be a little slow. Silent did get the blink off. Could they get the net on point? Oh!
Okay.
Oh, big daddy.
That was a pucker moment. You don't want that. That net hits.
Top lane Funnick. Well, he's not having a lot of fun. And he will get nicked here by the side of OG. Caught under the tower. And okay, Snowball Funnick is fairly tanky. They wants to find the kill there with a Warrior's Punch. Resolution trying to commit hard as well. There is a Doom onto Moon, but the Cold Embrace. Actually, this Ice Blast could be absolutely huge. And that might just get them 2 kills in return. They found the Shaker with it, and I think Crit.
I think
he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
He is going to be fine. And meanwhile, Miracle just finding himself another kill onto Silent. Notel was there. The control came out with the nets. 28 for 11, and Notel now with a push onto the tier 2. A low odds dance. Maybe seeing if he can get in position to go for fly. Resolution does have a double damage here on the Ember Spirit. But they'll lose the tier 2 in the mid. More money into the bank here of Notel, sitting on 2.6k gold on top of the Blink Dagger and top of the Aghanims. And we're only 18 minutes into the game.
My god, this Meepo is just gigantic. And we talk about the Meepo a lot this game, but Miracle's still actually having a really good time as well. Like his contribution in the team fights has been massive. Even the fights where Notel dies, he's the guy you're looking to kind of carry after that point. And Empire have to commit so much to being able to take out the Meepo at this point that Miracle can be the other position 1 if you need him to. He's always going to be there, dealing extra damage, and Moon, his farm is... He's 4th highest net worth. He's almost got as much net worth as Resolution.
Well, sorry, yeah. Let's hold that for mid lane. Notel straight in onto Funnick. And, well, they talked about the Doom counter. And there it is.
Yeah, there's not really anything you can do.
Bottom lane as well. Moon coming in with a slam. The control onto Resolution. He just gets himself out. And this Ice Blast might be the beginning of the turnaround. Connects onto Miracle. They'll miss the Sonic Wave. Miracle gets the Juke up, but it doesn't matter. The Shadow Strike's in him. The Ice Blast debuff will bring him down. Moon barely living, but does manage to escape. And meanwhile, Notel just cutting off the wave and does find the courier here as well. Notel, he's ready to go. Crit's there also. They'll move forward. The Fisher cancelling the TP out. There's no escape here for No Fear, and it's 2 more kills for the side of OG. 31 to 12. And another tier 2 here on the menu for the side as they get the push on the bottom lane.
OG just don't have any reason to stop right now. They know they have a gigantic advantage. They have a really hard time dealing with the Meepo still. There is 1 Battle Fury up on Resolution, but I think in this game he's going to need more than 1. I don't know if he wants to go for
He's going to need to get himself out of here. And he will.
He almost killed Notel there. Would have gotten the Aegis at the very least.
He only did 50 HP on his lowest Meepo there.
I mean, the thing is, Ember is like the counter. We talked about Wyvern during the draft, also very good, but you can counter Meepo every 6 seconds as Ember.
He's going for a bit of action here. And with the Winter's Curse from Fly, they'll get it.
Nice.
Another kill for the guys here, and again, Moon just with these, we're just catching out heroes like the Queen of Pain and like the Ember Spirit. Every single time, he always has the control.
I guess.
That's again, Remnanting out. Resolution's got to be so fast on this Remnant. So many things waiting for him in the shadows each and every time he comes out of the lane. Crit. Might be a free kill. He's kind of sitting here on his own. Notel is around in the neighborhood, and he does have the Guardian Greaves, actually. So it's going to be a hard kill for them, but we're rolling into form with the Ice Blast on him as well. They should be able to get it, and they will. They'll get the kill onto Crit, and there comes just Slider Fist. Notel's turned up. There'll be a Remnant away from Resolution. Doom's being dropped onto Fly, but everything's been dropped onto Funnick. They'll get the kill onto Doom. It's a 2-for-1 at the moment. And OG looking to play it cool, looking to play it safe. Not wanting to try and push up to the high ground, and if anything, probably want to try and find that tier 2 on top. There is now the Aghanim Scepter on Silent, so they will have that extra burst potential, and we have seen already, if they can hit an Ice Blast and a couple of ultimates, they still could do a hell of a lot against OG.
Yeah, they could potentially burst the Meepo if everything goes perfectly. So you get like a Sleight of Fist, Sonic Wave, AA Blast, a Rubik Fade Bolt, you know. If everything lines up perfectly, they definitely can kill him. And the Aegis is going to be wearing off in a couple of minutes, so that could be Empire's time to strike here, as Notel now finishes up his Hex. It's 22 minutes into the game. Hex, Aghanim's Blink. It's disgusting how much farm he has. Okay, so the Aegis is actually gone. So it's much sooner than I originally thought. So that means Roshan's going to be up soonish, a couple of minutes, around 4. And OG, they don't have to break high ground right now if they don't want, but it is always a little bit of a concern when you're playing against late game Ember. You also have to worry about the potential for Doom starting to get some farm too. But Funnick, he's opted out of the Blink Dagger. I think it's very hard to play initiation Doom this game. I think it's better to just play like backline, hope you can get a Doom off when OG come to you, and more or less just defend your high ground.
I mean, Resolution, he does have the Crystallis now on top of the battlefield, and we have seen it obviously works, you know.
Yeah, it destroys Meepo. Like, it absolutely destroys him. No-Tail is one of the best Meepo players in the world, if not the best, and you don't really want to spread your Meepos out when you're trying to go in, right? You're just trying to go for poof combos after your blink and hex, and sometimes you eat a bad sleight of fist and a couple of crits, and you're in the well.
There's a DD rune here at the bottom. We'll see if the side of OG is able to spot that out. I'm sure No-Tail would love to get it for his army of Meepos. Well, once more, OG positioning themselves down the mid lane. There's of course the Shadow Blade now picked up on Moon, so he's actually going to be the one here to take this DD. And he's going to have that extra potential to try and catch these heroes out on the side of Empire. Funnick at the moment just actually chilling in the tree line in the Radiant jungle. Not making any motions at all. Moon is very close to Funnick. Is he going to try and go with this with a straight up Doom? Nope, he's going to walk it off. Moon might actually want to try and go on this. And I think he will. He's got the Shadow Blade, trying to move into position. Funnick actually getting fortunate with the direction he moves in. Moon's going to guess the wrong way, and Moon will not find Funnick here. So Funnick is able to avoid what could have been a bit of a disaster for him.
I think Silent's actually been sitting in the trees down here for like 2 minutes now. They're actually so scared to show themselves on the map because as soon as the Meepo gets Blink Hex, any hero that gets caught by that is just dead. The amount of pressure that a Meepo puts on the map when he has these items this early is immense. So Empire, feeling the need to group up now, they are going to smoke. Maybe they can try to find something here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The drawing has been done onto the Dire jungle here. But in fact, OG, they're all over the Radiant side. Very close as well. Start to D-ward here, so Empire know what's up here. Maybe they can find the jump, then move in. Funnick, who's he going to do? He tries to get it out, but he won't. Miracle, he has to call down off from the sidelines here. Now the Doom gets dropped onto Crit. Crit will fall. They'll find themselves the first kill. Ice Blast coming through as well. Moon getting himself in the middle. There's just Slam. The Ice Blast does connect, but they've already found two. Sonic Wave comes out, bringing them low. Now with the Scream as well. They found the kill onto the Shaker. No Fit trying to move forward as well, but Silence caught in the net. Silence going to go down as well. The Corn Embrace keeping the No-Tail Meepo alive here that was dropping low. It's a team wipe again. And OG once again destroying Empire and forcing them back to the fountain. And with this, OG will push into the base. Fortifications pop.
I want to say that Curse caught the Doom and the Ember at the same time. And then when Moon came in to follow it up with the Echo Slam, there was just no way that Empire could win that fight anymore. Your only Ember count, or your only counter to the Meepo in this case, outside of the little AoE that you do have, is the Ember, and he just dies straight up. Like, that fight's just lost. OG are just running rampant right now in Empire's face. We could be seeing a 3-0 grand final right now.
We said it before, OG, if they do it here, which it looks like they have not dropped a single game this land. And, well, there we go. Funnick, he's down. No-Tail, literally showing no mercy. The net holding Aloha Dance back. Cooldown connect. No-Tail getting a little bit low here, and well, maybe they can pop him. He's got a Glimmer Cape up on him. It doesn't matter. They'll bait the Sonic Wave. They will take the kill onto Meepo. No-Tail now down for a good 100 seconds, and now they're chasing for more here. Maybe they can find it. They get the chains down to Miracle. Miracle tries to turn, but the telekinesis from Aloha Dance holding him in place. They should be able to pop him, and they will. They'll get the kill onto the Jara as well. So Empire finding 2 big kills, but it may just be a little too late. As I said, 2 sets of racks down, and Empire still very much playing from behind.
Well, the one thing that they can now validate with their lineup of Empire is they actually do have the damage to kill the Meepo. As we saw the last fight, it wasn't really the greatest initiation, but they still managed to get No-Tail low enough to where they had to pop Cold Embrace, otherwise he would have died, right? So they know that their lineup is capable of killing him. It's just a matter of that base damage being maybe a little bit too much when you know the Meepo has the mobility of the Blink Dagger already, and he's got a full Manta when he revives. He farmed a 4-minute Manta style. Actually, maybe closer to 5 minutes, but still, that means on average he's farming like 1,000 GPM.
Now,
at least for the last 5 minutes.
I know, maybe a little bit of a pipe dream here. Oh, actually, Moon. They've actually dropped a sentry, so they do seem to get the telekinesis off. This could be another pick off, and they'll get it. Nicely done by Empire. Nice awareness. They're dropping the sentry and finding Moon on the Shaker. So another kill here for the Radiant. But yeah, could this... Okay, it's not going to be. I wondered if Resolution was maybe contemplating getting that Rapier, but he picks up the recipe for the Daedalus. He's just going to be finishing that off first.
It's good enough, honestly. Like, you actually don't need Rapier to kill Meepo in this game, but he might need Rapier to kill the other heroes like Miracle, because Miracle is getting really fat. I know it's fun to talk about the Meepo all the time, and I love watching the hero, especially when No-Tail plays it, but Miracle is also gigantic. It's not just the Meepo. So getting the big AoE damage is really nice for getting rid of one of the cores, but you're still going to have that gyro to deal with after you're done.
And that's going to be Roshan. Once again, Aegis going to No-Tail. This man pretty much touching on to 20k net worth. 28 minutes in.
It's actually insane how farmed he is. By Meepo standards, it said in the stats that he was like a couple hundred gold away from being pretty much one of the highest net worth Meepos at this stage in the game ever.
He's just someone up there towards the top lane, making a bit of a beeline, and well, yeah, they're straight out, but if they do anything to cancel, they can't in time. Empire will be able to get themselves safely out of this one. They're into the tree line also, no fear, gets the TP off as well, so they'll all be out. Well, I'm sure OG will try and get this push on top, try and take this tier 2, and do what they can here to go for the mega creeps, take that final set of racks away from the side of Empire.
It just seems like a really hard game when we're talking about all these items that the Meepo is finishing, and you look at Funnick and he's just trying to finish some drums, man. Like, he wants something, anything.
Radiance
OG just constricting the map away from Empire right now. Everyone is so scared. Stylon is the only one who can even go to the creep wave because he has a BKB, and honestly, if the Meepo gets a Hex on him, he could still die in the Hex duration. Especially if Moon finds him out here. He might have the damage for a solo kill, actually.
Yep. Echo Slam straight up, Fisher with the control, one more right click will do, no, the charges, oh, the blink in, he's found it, Moon, one more slam to the ground.
Nicely done.
Come on and slam, and welcome to the Moon Meander Jam. He takes down the man, Silent, down for a minute.
top tower has fallen.
It really...
Meepo, meanwhile, No-Tail in the Radiant base, he's found himself one. And I think he might have found himself two. There's a Doom, but it's onto the Manta style illusion. You have been fooled, and there's 3 of them dead. Crit, casually just chilling outside. GG is cool. We've got a champion, Straskell, and they absolutely deserve it. OG giving what I think has been one of the most solid LAN performances from any team in a while.
No,
Absolutely flawless.
Yeah, it was insane. I mean, this game felt like cat and mouse to me. Like, OG were just a step ahead every single point in the game. I really think that putting the Ember mid up against the Meepo put them in a really rough spot where Resolution can't be expected to win that lane. And he also got ganked by Crit, I think, 1 or 2 times. And just having those deaths early, being behind, Empire showed their lineup had the potential for killing the Meepo, but it was just... OG's start was too